I'm back with another pro bike, and this time it's the Pinarello Bolide of Ethan Hayter from the INEOS Grenadiers. He's back in the UK racing the Tour of Britain, having recently won the Tour of Norway and that amazing silver medal at the Olympics. I'm going to take you through the spec of the bike, pick out all the cool features, and then I'll do the all-important Freehub sound check. Let's start with the Bolide time trial frame, made from T1100 1K Dream Carbon with nano alloy technology, and it's finished in the traditional INEOS Stealth colourway. Quite the contrast from Filippo Ganna's bike. The frame design is a work of art, using impressive shapes and contours to reduce the aerodynamic drag, along with these really sleek brake caliper covers, which still manage to meet the UCI regulations. I do love how they blend almost seamlessly into the frame. Crucial to any time trial bike is the choice of wheels. Ethan uses the Princeton CarbonWorks Wake 6560 front wheel with that unique waved edge profile, and the Blur 633 rear disc, but this one has all of the logos removed. Over the last few years, there has been a shift away from tubular tyres, and we have Continental clincher tyres here. A 25mm Grand Prix 5000 on the rear, and the front tyre looks to be a prototype tyre. This is denoted by the red line around the bead, and it measures 23mm wide, and one of the interesting features with these tyres is that the tread pattern is said to offer a very slight aerodynamic advantage. Ethan's bike is built with Shimano's Dura-Ace 9100 Di2 group set. He uses the dual-sided power crank with a 58-tooth outer chainring and 46-tooth inner chainring. The crank arms are 170mm long, and keeping the chain securely in place is a K-edge alloy chain catcher with integrated magnet for the power meter. As with all Pinarello bikes, there's a simple Italian threaded bottom bracket. Jumping to the rear of the bike, there's an 11 to 30 tooth cassette, as we see on almost all bikes in the peloton, and we have horizontal dropouts with machined aluminium adjusters to enable you to position the wheel correctly depending on the size of tyre used. Matched to the Bolide frame is the proprietary aero seat post, and Ethan uses the Physique Aero saddle with alloy rails. This is mounted as far rearward as possible and uses grip tape to help keep him firmly in place. Moving on to the front, and there is a lot going on here. We have a one-piece base bar and stem from Most, which is Pinarello's in-house brand. These hold the carbon rim brake levers and super cool carbon shift buttons. These are the same as I've seen on Filippo Ganna's time trial bike. Interestingly, the shifters on the ends of the time trial extensions are the older Dura-Ace 9070 versions, with a single button on each to operate only the rear derailleur. So to shift the front derailleur, you must use the base bar shifters. There's no bar tape in sight here, just thin adhesive grip tape to reduce weight and improve aerodynamics as much as possible. A very interesting point is that INEOS have chosen not to supply Ethan with special custom-made time trial extensions, as they have with many of their other riders. These ones are the standard Pro ones and are adjustable using spacers and by sliding the bars forwards and backwards. They're mounted to the base bar in their most inboard position and use a relatively low stack height to what we often see on time trial bikes. They also feature an angled riser to help get Ethan's position just right, and keeping his computer secure on the bike is a K-edge alloy mount. Finishing the bike off is an Elite Chrono time trial bottle cage with a Di2 junction box just above it, and finally the pedals are Shimano Dura-Ace. Now, usually at this point, I would give you all the interesting measurements and the weight of this bike. However, when I sent Hank to this year's Tour of Britain, he managed to leave the scales and tape measure at GCN Megabase. But I can tell you, Ethan Hayter is 1.78 meters tall. He weighs 67 kilograms and uses a size 52 frame. Right then, on to our Freehub sound check. Let's get this wheel up to speed.
Oh! Woo. Now this is music to Ollie's ears, and it's Mozart to mine. Beautiful. It's the only composer I know.
Oh, I do love the sound of a disc wheel. It sounds so fast. So there you have it, Ethan Hayter's Pinarello Bolide time trial bike. Hope you enjoyed taking a closer look, and why not let me know what you think of the bike in the comments section down below. And remember, for more pro bike action, subscribe to GCN Racing and click the bell icon to be notified as we release new videos. See ya!